Good morning, everyone. And let people join. So I have received like around 8 submissions, and I don't know. First week I received around 20 submissions, and this week like 8 submissions. Okay, start with some of the submissions. So this is Anupamat file. Structure wise, looks fine. And I'm not sure like have you used Anupama is here or not? I don't know. Um, she's here. So I'm not sure you have used the base modeler for this or not, because hand looks pretty nice. The hand looks pretty nice, and overall structure, only thing is, like I know like you're doing this warrior female character, so this looks bit. Sorry, admit how this looks bit muscular. That's the only thing, and there's no subdivision level. And the body, as make it bit straight. Otherwise, she cannot stand. That line of action and body weight. That's the only thing. Is a problem. And otherwise, looks quite bit nice, well built, like quite muscular. So let's. The overall looks fine. One thing, the only one thing I do exactly. Sir, can you repeat the action again? Oh. So, like I just selected this part, leg part, and upper body. I just slightly rotated and slightly push it back because it was like tilting the foot front, right? So she will fall. So just need to rotate it slightly, make it a bit straight. So she is standing on her feet. So that is something you have to make sure. Like body posture, it should be correct. That's the only thing. And like overall, it's like what I can see. Hands are very nice. It's something I wasn't expecting. Hands are very nice, and overall structure wise looks nice and clean and well defined. So if you have used a base model, then also it's fine. So if you haven't, then it's pretty good. This is like structure wise quite nice. And only thing, like just make sure it's because right now you're in blocking stage, it should not become like a female wrestler kind of. So still body is quite toned and quite muscular. I can see all the cuts and everything. Usually in females, all the muscles and all the cuts are bit subtle, bit smooth. So I can see biceps is quite prominent, right? So like maybe you can make it a little slightly soft overall. And blocking is very nice. Blocking wise, very nice. I don't have any complaint. And this is like something what I was expecting. It's way better than that. Okay, this was a design choice. So like this is something like I wasn't expecting, but this is very nice overall. So this is, I don't have any complaints regarding. Okay, let's see. Then we have Sean 5. So in this, I have like quite a bit of complaint. I don't know what happened here. I really don't have any idea. Something happened, and this character, like the eye shape looks kind of clean. Eye shapes are clean, but only problem is face structure. Like from side looks kind of fine, but still facial structure wise it's problem. If you switch off the polythene, you can see switch off the polythene, you can see reduce the poly count, C and D, bones slightly higher, BCD play buildup. You can see there's a depression, right? That, that means the structure is not correct. The denture volume is missing. This volume is entirely missing. And lips are way too small, slightly rounded. Nose, which shape is fine. I don't have any problem with this shape. BCD, only thing, volume. So add little detail and nose is kind of flat. So make sure that you realize there's apart from the nostril, you have two more muscles for the tip. Right? Then soften it, BDS, and define the shape. Eye shape, I can say it's clean, nice. Jaw, make it bit prominent. And then you have a triangle here, connecting muscle that holds you, that connects the jaw and cheekbone. So connect it, slide the person here. Basic structural issue and bridge, connect, and lower eyelid slightly, bit prominent, and B, move slightly round and push it down. Like minor tweaks, stamp standard, BCD, Basic structure corrected. Fix the shape. So make sure this the entire volume. You never miss out this thing. So if you're doing all these eyebrows like this is like fine. Okay, I have moved it now. Okay, that's it. So no, BBS, Sam Sanders. So if you're adding this much detail, so make sure you get some surface detail and make it bit uneven. And direction of eyebrow, like it's like the shape of eyebrow is fine, but direction of the hair is not correct. It's not like this. Usually, let's suppose you have this thing. BBS plus the shape of eyebrow to check it properly. Usually start from front and then gradually move back and slowly move down shape of eyebrow and hair flow of the hair eyebrows. That is something to consider. Without how do I draw a straight line, because the absolute straight line, suppose you want to create a straight line, click at that level from wherever you want to start, and then press shift. You can see you have this line. Zero means perfect straight. Then, oh sorry, my bad. And then leave your shift without releasing your mouse. Like this, you can create absolute perfectly straight line. Okay, let's see what I can have. It says what? So this is okay. This is he created torso. So it says like some creature torso, I believe. So like creature torso is fine, but before moving and jumping into any stylized or just please you need to know the basic structure first. If the basic structure is not correct, like once you fix the basic structure, get the basic. That's why you block out. Get the basic structure, then we move and stylize things. Okay, I check that. Basic structure is to understand first, then you can move to stylized stuff. That's totally fine. And whenever creating something like this, make sure okay, this is what another reference here. So make sure dynamic it because I can see the flow. You have used the sphere, so but you have to dynamic it so that you get the correct flow and fix it very easily. So I don't have the reference, so I don't know. And this looks like something wrong. Okay, then we have come to that. And give me a second. Only 9 submissions. And you guys know, right? This here, if you're not doing anything or submitting anything, there's no way to like clear your module, right? So this is like still in blocking space. I can see a lot of issues, basic structure wise. This is Sanjana's file. This is inside and just that. Like eyeball. Like one thing I've noticed in multiple person files. Yes, we have submitted one more file. I'll check that. It's separate in a separate folder. So this eyeball, you have to rotate this and place it. And based on this, you have to fix your eye or like create your eye around it. So until and unless you please, because this is going to be your iris, so this is your eyeball. So around it, you have to fix your eye. So placement and everything. If you don't rotate it, you won't get that, and so everything will be wrong. So make sure rotate this, and your low poly eyeball also will also create something like this only. So like this is like structure wise a lot of problem. Like side you can see empty. Basic head structure. Female forehead is bit flat, like no, sorry, bit curved. Then you can see this interior, this part is entirely vanished. This thickness, neck, this under your this neck to jaw, this thickness is entirely missing. Add this CMB structure plus this thickness, and if you add this goes inside, move brush, forehead shape. You can always refer this, right? To check that, make sure fix it properly. Fix the proportion, shape, add volume. So still it's in blocking stage and lots of issues. Then we have Soumya. So here I can see like we have used a base model and we try to modify this. So one thing, whenever you block using this, make this hand straight. Then it's a female character you're doing. So in that lesson, just give me a second. Open the lesson here. So whenever I have this kind of pose, switch in perspective, go to 3/4 view, something similar to this, then try to match it, and you can see cheekbones are quite clean, B and D. So this is something like then you BCD table there. You can see this depression, this distance. Then eye shape also not correct. So whenever making eyes, make sure place the eyeball and fix it. Eyebrow. You can see this clean line forehead, slight depression, smoother separation of forehead, and make it bit flat. You can see you need to add some volume here. You can see this volume. BMT make topology. Expect all the shapes. Define shapes. Because his nose is almost straight, B and G, and I feel this like character is really small, so increase it slightly, then work on it. That will make your life way easier. B and D. Neck is bit curved and B. Move. You can see straight. You have to create that angle, and then eye shape. Now you have to place the eyeball and fix it because eye shape is not at all correct. The eye shape is wrong. And fix this entire thing. And based on this character, make sure adjust the proportion because you can see legs are really long in this character. Legs are not that long. You have to, and you can see gradually it's really thin. So you have to make those changes. And head, hands are kind of cylindrical, rounded in shape, and this is like bit like blockish, like rectangular in shape. So add this volume, make it more rounded, and shoulder and all this thing. Slightly add volume, block out, and use your time wisely because this is something like base model, and you modify the head, so this is not enough. With this speed, you won't be able to finish. So work more. Let's see, Tanmay. Oh, Tanmay have used fiber mesh and eyebrows kind of fine, but that is something we can obviously fix. Eyelash is entirely wrong direction. And all those things are secondary. Getting the basic shape correct first, that is like most important. If you switch off polypaint, you can see its character. You can see polypaint is just to enhance some instruments are unable to connect. Why? I'm not able to see any like the notification or anything. Ask them to like disconnect it and try to connect one more time. Let's it looks like she's sad. Otherwise, his volume is kind of nice. Only thing, position of the cheekbone is wrong. Nostrils are not visible at all. Not there. Define it. Some goes wrong. Turning. You can see there's a gap. That means eyeball size is wrong. So eyeball size should fill this area, or like this. So make sure the size of the eyeball is correct. And for eyebrows, we have created like two separate eyebrows. So, like direction for this also have to set groom short hair. Where is the short hair. So if you directly use a groom brush on fiber mesh, it will give you some strange result. So because this is depending on the scale of the size of this brush, so of this mesh. So what you have to do is modify fiber, go to fiber mesh, preserve length is fine. Stiffness is basically how stiff is this, so make it like 5 or 6, 4, 5, and front collision, like this thing, variation I'm making it 0. It's again 4, 5 only. Then I can just very easily brush it and create the desired shape very easily. So for fiber mesh, to use fiber mesh, make sure modify the brush and then use it. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult to modify it. And reduce the brush size and then modify them nicely. Add some variation. Make it a little bit. Add some variation. So add some variation. Add some like waviness. Combat nicely. That's the whole purpose of this thing. And this is like otherwise kind of fine. Only thing for this here, I didn't understand this line. Why this line? So BCD, if this is part of this coming from here, right? So it will be gradually this volume. This is like overlapping this part. So it's part of this thing. It should overlap it, right? So overlap it. It should not look like a border or shouldn't look like you just drawn a line so that it shouldn't look like that. So blend it nicely, align it properly, B on B. So this, it should align with your mesh. Align it with this as well. And we have carpet. Like from front, it looks from side. You see the smooth shape and all the shape looks kind of very nice, clean, but there's no eyeball. So this is like very basic, and it's like you have to spend only 1 hour. So what's the comment on that? Please use your time wisely. Don't waste your time. Because this is like the entire week you have like 18 weeks. In that entire week you have done this, so this is not acceptable at all. But this is good. Like whatever you're doing, this is in correct direction only. So do start working on it. And eyes are really small. Eyeball size is 1/5 of the width of your forehead. So 1/5 is to be slightly bigger than this. So make sure to fix that. Then have 35. So this is like we colored everything and added everything, but there is a major problem with eye shape and all. You can see if I isolate this head, you can see neck. It cannot be like this. little wider and slightly narrower from here. Jawline is not visible at all, and this is like there's no subdivision, nothing, so you cannot control it. Define it nicely. Define. Define. It seems like everything is smoothed out and eye shape is entirely wrong. Like if I switch on, this shape you can see. This should be part of your eye model itself. Define it as a BCD. There's no outline. So add volume, blended, lower eyelid is entirely missing. Then from side, now from side, and if you check it from the side, you can see there is no thickness. This thickness is missing. This thickness is missing. Like you have to check it from all the angle. It's not just one side or one angle. And this upper eyelid will be like this, like inside. So before posing, make sure fix your entire shape. Like you see this outline, it's not correct at all. So blend it nicely, create the shape basic structure first properly. Okay. Let's fix this entire thing. And then we have file, this thing, another one more file. So in this file, I can clearly see you have used the hairbrush. Uh, you have used the hairbrush and this basic head you have created. And in this head, one thing I can clearly see, like I don't know, like other like last time you submitted a basic structure, like basic elements of a face. This looks kind of fine. Only thing you can see, eye is so completely messed up. Completely messed up. Shape is not at shape. This shape is not at all correct. Its eyes are straight. Eyes, human eyes are not straight. This is like it's more of a. It needs to pull it back, push it back, and then push this section back.